So it says that we are live, so once we get like one person or two people in, start. But just before people come in, what is your assessment of the day?
I don't even know where to start. No fight, no desire, no willing to go forward, no willing to play for each other, no willing to play for the badge. It's the players we've got, to be honest. It's the recruitment in the first place. It's an absolute joke. We're sitting here with Championship, League One talent. It's not good enough for Rangers. They look like boys out in the pitch, don't look like men. So, yeah.
You're completely correct. I think the fact that Kevin Thelwell's been allowed to sign Yusuf Chermiti for £8 million is a war crime. How anybody can think that a player that scored 2 goals in 3 years is good enough to play for Rangers is beyond me. We've sold players that have scored 50 plus goals in the summer. I know everyone slated Dessels, but mate, he was a good player. He missed a couple of chances, but he still scored some. It's better than missing all the chances you get, like Chermiti.
I'd take Dessels over Chermiti any day, mate, to be honest.
Mate, you have to, innit? Like, Chermiti isn't a football player. I don't think. I think he's lied on his CV or something and ended up here. Because how he's managed that, I'll never know.
I know.
You've definitely got to play in defence as well. It was far too easy. You're looking at a long ball through, and Tab's just nowhere near it. He's completely out of position, not even in the right back position.
What's this been streamed on?
It should be YouTube. The title is Shocking Performance in Bergen. See if you bounce on Facebook, you'll be able to find it. See if you look up Tam Talks Rangers on Facebook.
I've got it.
You'll be able to. You got it?
Aye.
It's just bad. Like, you don't realise how much of a state we are actually in.
I know. The thing is, mate, no manager can do anything with that.
Nah, I wouldn't even blame the managers.
At the end of the day, like, it's not the manager that's going to be picking the players here. It's Kevin Thelwell, Robbie Thelwell, his son. But honestly, get these clueless losers at the club.
Mate, it's also the
doesn't
fact
matter
that
what manager you have. When the club's ran by guys that don't have a scooby, like, you get no chance. Absolute rats.
We also need to just look at the 49ers as well and why they've allowed this to happen. Because for all intents and purposes, they're a money-making business. And the way that we're performing, I don't know if people know this, we are bottom of the Europa League after 3 games. We are rock bottom. Have we scored a goal? I'm not even sure.
We've not.
Not a notable one anyway, I can't remember.
One. We've scored one, Gassama.
He is our lifeline now. That's what he is. But I think that we also just need to realise that this isn't going to be an overnight fix. Okay, we might have brought in Danny Rowe. Everyone is buzzing. But it's not an overnight fix.
Danny Rowe's got one hell of a job in his hands, mate.
I think that he'll try and stick with it, but after tonight, he's going to be considering what he's came and to sign himself up for, basically.
We are only the first game in. He has only been here for 3 days. So you do just have to accept the fact that he would only had held 2 training sessions, which is clearly not enough to get everything across that he wants to. In no instance am I turning to the manager after this result. You can't. You just can't. But it'll be interesting to see what he says. I've not actually seen the post-match press conference, so
I've not even looked. As soon as the game finished, that was me with the telly off.
I'm not off as well.
I think I don't know if it was just me, but it seemed like we did sort of revert into Russell Martin ball when things weren't going right.
I've seen a video on Twitter, sorry to interrupt me, that Danny Rowe went over to speak to the Union Bears.
I saw a wee notification about that. If he has, then fair play to him. That shows that you've got a set of bollocks, basically. That shows that he does understand what it means to be the Rangers manager. And if anybody is going after Danny Rowe tonight, you need to give your head a wobble. Really. We all know we've been in this position before. It's not like this is new for us. It's going to take a while, but we also want to see results. We want to see
at the end of the
changing.
day, mate, Rangers Football Club, the expectation, you're not going to be liked by the fans unless you win. All that matters at this football club is winning. You need to win games. Doesn't matter how you win, doesn't matter what way you win. As long as you win the game in the end, that's all that matters. Because for loads of people, Rangers Football Club's a way of life. It determines their life, makes up the whole week, determines whether they go into work happy on Monday, whether, you know, all that matters is winning. So if Danny Rowe can get these serial losers of players winning, that's all we want.
It's also, when you think of it as well, it's quite harmful for us content creators as well, because every week it's just the same. It's disappointment. It's just pain. But I want to talk through the game. So the first sort of main talking point that I would pick up on, that everyone's probably going to pick up on, is the foul over near our corner. What was apparently a foul from Gassama on the eventual goal scorer.
Diving, cheating.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Yep.
If Gassama had been given a second yellow card later on in the game, that would be calls for heads.
Talked about much more. Yeah. I've got a wee stat for you here, mate. Our Thursday night's done for. Rangers have lost our last 6 European away games, conceding a total of 17 goals in our last 6 away games in Europe. No, not away games, just European games, sorry. Our last 6 European games we've lost. Last 6 in a row we've been beaten and conceded 17 goals. Just let that sink in. That just proves how bad our defence is. Suter should never go near the first team again. Should never wear a Rangers shirt again. Tavernier, I loved him, but he's past it now. And he doesn't want to ruin his reputation as a Rangers player, and he has to go. He's never a captain anymore. Nico Raskin should be the captain, but given the captain's armband, or Jack Butland, but I'd prefer Nico Raskin.
I'd say Raskin for me.
Tiga, Magoma. I mean, Magoma was 4th choice left back at Brentford. So
we are signing Premier League rejects and thinking that they can perform in the Europa League. Who in their right minds thinks that that'll work? Who? Seriously, who? Because if you think that'll work, you don't know football. You do not know football. You need to understand the quality of player that we need. The quality of player that we need is not a Magoma Giga. Emmanuel Fernandez, who we've signed. Where's he? Where is he?
Nowhere near.
It kind of brings back to what Kevin Fairwell said. He said, I've not signed a player without the head coach's approval.
Mate,
Russell Martin said...
Sorry.
No, that's still good. If Russell Martin said, yes, let's sign Emmanuel Fernandez, why hasn't he played him?
Listen, mate, we could have got 6 million male chickens for Yusuf Chermiti as well. But on a serious note,
I quote-tweeted that and said we could have got 22.8 million, what was it? 22.8 million Fredos.
But realistically, I don't know why we didn't go out and sign Shankland, who would have been a much better, much cheaper and much more experienced striker than Yusuf Chermiti, especially in the league that we are playing in. He's proven that he's good enough in the SPFL. Yusuf Chermiti's not been near football in 2 years, mate. He's signed for Everton, he's not played football, he's sat on the bench, collected a wage. He's here at Rangers, 10 million, spent like that.
Do you think if Shankland comes in, he's our number 9 for the season, ahead of Bojan Miovski?
Oh, absolutely. Miovski's not really been near it enough either, mate. No one's been on the boil, right? But yeah, it's not good enough.
It's hard to pick out somebody. It's hard to pick out anybody for that starting 11 today that could have got pass marks. Really,
Listen, mate, it stuns me the fact that Kevin Thelwell turned down the opportunity to sign Václav Černý for 9 million and went out and spent fucking, sorry for my language, 10 million on Chermiti.
Yes.
The fact that we spent more money for Yusuf Chermiti, who's not kicked a football in 2 years, for the fact when we had Václav Černý, one of our best players from last season, let him go and he's done brilliant at Besiktas now. It just stuns me, mate. We already spent 4.5 million on. We already spent 4.5 million on Bojan Miovski. That's 15 million on strikers this season alone. And what have they provided for us so far?
I tweeted earlier after the goal window. It was kind of a bit sort of hot-headed, but I said, "Look, congratulations, Hearts. Congratulations, you and Cameron, because we are going to be nowhere near the top spot of this table. I know it's only the first game of Danny Rowe's tenure, and I know that things can still change, but when you are dealing with utter shite on the park that we've got players that are what I said earlier, rejects. That's what they are.
Listen, I think it's too early to say that we're going to be far off first, because at the end of the day, ultimately, I can't even speak. I'm that angry. It ultimately is Danny Rowe's first game, and you know he's still got everything to prove. So it's a waiting game now. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how we're going to play. We didn't really see anything of that tonight. Don't get me wrong, Brann were brilliant. I thought they pressed well, attacked well, defended well. They were a good all-round team tonight. Played Rangers off the park, and it was just an embarrassing result in the end. And every player on that pitch should take a good look at themselves and think, am I good enough to be putting on this jersey? Because I tell you right now, 98% of them are not.
I think when you look at it as well, that Brann, if you compare our two leagues, genuinely fair play to Brann, they were brilliant. But they're third in Norway. Third. we have just been absolutely slapped about by third place in Norway. It's ridiculous, to say the least.
Well, to be honest, mate, it doesn't surprise me anymore considering the players and talent that were sat with you.
It doesn't surprise me either. Bran, ultimately,
you've got players like Giga, Fernandez, Rothwell, Magoma, Suter, Tavernier, Barron, Lyle Cameron.
Let's talk about him for a second.
Nobody.
Where the fuck is he?
Nobody's before Rangers. Nobody's. Oh man, I don't.
Where the fuck is Lyle Cameron? That's what I want to know.
Was he on the bench?
Because I don't even think so. I don't even think he was there. He was meant to be an up-and-coming sort of performer in Scotland. I spoke to him last year, at the end of the season there, when we went up to Dundee. I spoke to him, I had a wee conversation with him, and I said, look, are you looking forward to this? And he said, yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to go and show the world that I can play football. And I just shut, and he's not been given that chance. I was going to mention, Bran means fire in Norwegian, and that's what they were. They were on fucking fire. They could have scored. I almost said 6 or 7 there. Let's go 7 or 8 because I am not having that thing go about. But you just need to hold out for what's going to come. I've not really had a chance to speak to you since Russell Martin's been sacked and the big man's came in, Danny Rowe. Who would have been your ideal?
Listen, mate, everyone's ideal appointment would have been Gerrard, and if you say it wasn't, then you'd be lying. But you can't say he's your ideal appointment when you're not going to get him. So, well, with Danny Rowe now, every single Rangers fan needs to wake up, back the manager, because we need to back the manager. No matter who it was going to be, you always have to back the manager. At the end of the day, it's not his fault that he's in this role if all things did go wrong. But I genuinely do believe in Danny Rowe, and I think he could get these players playing. But you never know with the squad quality we've got.
He was down at Sheffield. Well, no, mate, swear all you want. This is it's Facebook. But no, it's when you think about it, it's going to be difficult to keep going. Danny Rowe was at Sheffield Wednesday, and don't get me wrong, he pulled them out of a really, really dire situation. And he needs to do that to us. We have been left in a state these first however many months under the 49ers ownership has been woeful. It's probably shit. No, I'm just going to say it. It's been shit. So I think we all need to have serious conversations. I think they both need to have serious conversations as well about who is the best sort of team to bring us forward in it. Whether that is Patrick Stewart and Kevin Thelwell, which it fucking better not be. I just don't know who else you bring in.
Anyone,
that's the issue. Obviously, looking forward, we do have a game at the weekend. Unfortunately, do you expect to see any changes in maybe personnel?
What is in Kevin Thelwell and Stuart leaving, or are we talking team-wise?
Sorry, I've worded that horrendously.
No. Are we talking like
just changes in the changing the team, do you expect
right.
it to be the same third 11?
I expect Bielowski to start ahead of Chermiti if Danny Rowe has any sort of footballing brain, which I've seen that he does have a lot of, considering he used to be an analyst as well. Then I think Bielowski will start up top. I think Suter has to be dropped. So I think it might be Cornelius and Giga, or Giga as well. But
would you give a shout to Nsiala? He has been back in training.
Nah.
Really?
Nah.
I'm on a mixed sort of.
Nsiala is unexperienced. He's unexperienced.
He is unexperienced.
We can't afford to be playing unexperienced players at this key moment of the season.
We also, what else do we have? We have Suter that's shite.
If he's ready to play for the badge, fight for the badge, and run his absolute socks off, then go for it.
There was a lot of talk on Twitter as well about Jack Butland and the quality of him with his feet that isn't the best. There was a couple of people calling for him to get the hook. I don't believe that should be the case at all. Obviously, in the modern game, playing with your feet is kind of the big sort of deal. But his shot stopping's unreal. He's an amazing shot stopper, so I don't think people should be calling for his head at all.
It's a tough one. You're right about shot stopping, but at the end of the day, anyone in this Rangers squad can be replaced with a 10 times better footballer other than Nico Raskin and maybe Gassama.
I think Gassama's going to flourish under Danny Rowe. I think Danny Rowe will build the team around Gassama because he knows Gassama. I think that is what he's going to want to do.
Well, that's the problem. What you've just said is the exact fucking problem. Saying Danny Rowe would build the squad around Gassama, but Danny Rowe's not going to get one bit of involvement in who's signing for the club.
I think he'll definitely try and play a system that does suit Gassama as well, hopefully, unless we are going to start implementing the technical director and all that says this is the club system and every team will play this way. The women, the under-19s, the B team, and the first team, and the under-7s or something. We're all playing this exact same way. If we start going down that way of a philosophy for our club, then I'm not sure that we will survive very long.
Celtic are also losing, by the way, just so you know.
Are they?
Yeah.
Dance. But while I've got you on here, if you're alright for another 10 minutes.
I'm in no rush, mate. I'm not doing anything else, okay, as long as you want.
I was actually going to give a couple of wee questions to you about just your footballing love.
Aye, of course. Go for it. So,
obviously, you love Rangers. Everybody knows that. But not many people know that you love all sorts of football. If you look, you see you travelling up and down the country. I thought you would have actually been in your bed just now after the 26 hours of travelling in 4 days.
Yeah, that's been a lot.
But where does that love come from for you?
Listen, mate, since I was born, I've been a Rangers fan, and you know, I used to play football when I was younger. I was quite a decent player until I broke my wrist 5 times, and gained weight from breaking my wrist 5 times and been out for 2 years. But it came from that. I used to play it, and I used to love playing it. And you know, I used to go and watch my brother a lot, and I used to do wee videos for my brother's team as well when I was younger, and that's kind of when it started. And then, you know, just following Rangers home and away when I was younger, then starting my vlogging channel, against Borussia Dortmund was my first vlog, and then just since then, I've just loved going to watch football. It's a great pastime, takes your mind off everything as well. Like if you're just someone who's struggling mentally as well. That's not me saying for me, by the way. I'm just saying in general for anyone as well. But it's the best sport in the world, and I wouldn't have it any other way watching it.
I don't think a lot of people know either as well, but you actually work in football, don't you?
I do, yeah.
A bit of media for Clyde.
I work for Clyde FC, maybe not for much longer exclusively here, because I'm going to try and get a bigger club, but that's exclusive to whoever's watching this, so try not to share that clip. But yeah, I work for Clyde FC at the moment in the social media team, do the TikTok, Instagram videos and all sorts, trying to improve the social media for the club, and for my personal skills as well. It'd be good to get, as I said there, a bigger club.
Aye, because with like football media and stuff, there's only the way I see it anyway. There's only so much you can do at certain levels. If it's a Sunday team, there's only certain things that you can do. But if you move up to, let's say, for instance, your Real Madrids, your Man Cities, your Barcelonas, there's a lot of things you can do. But moving up the sort of the leagues or up the tables, getting a bigger job, as you say, it'll just help you along your way with knowing how to even produce your own content a bit better, because there can be people in those roles that can guide you the right way. I think for content creators just now anyway, there's a big sort of change in how things are going. Vlogs used to be something you would see from maybe one or two channels, especially football vlogs as well. You didn't used to see them a lot. And now every day you're seeing a new one pop up and people going to crazy places in the world. I mean, you're up and down England and Scotland almost every weekend, it seems.
Back to England this weekend, yeah.
I saw that you're going to Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle Fulham on Saturday and then back for Rangers Killie on Sunday. So should be good.
I couldn't even imagine that much travelling. That would floor me, I think.
I'm used to it, to be honest. I don't mind it. Sorry.
It's obviously the English game. I keep an eye on it, but I'm not like 24/7 focused on it. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My main focus is the Scottish League. I think that obviously trying to bring more eyes to football as well is something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to bring sort of people that wouldn't watch this sort of content, just like two people sitting down having a wee chat. A lot of people don't watch podcasts, forums or anything, or watch informative sort of content like this. I think it's the way you do it and the way that it's out straight after the game. That's something that always blows my mind on how fast you can get a video edited and ready to go. How do you do
it? To be honest, I do bits of editing before the game, and then during the game as well. Obviously, I watch the game and pay full attention to it. But say I was filming a clip of Chermiti skying a shot over the bar, then I would quickly open CapCut, put the clip in, and then get back to my camera. So it's that's what I do during the game. So straight after the game, click, boom, 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 edit it, get it up as fast as possible so people can watch it.
You are always, whenever I open YouTube after a game, it's always you that's first there. Anything to do with Rangers, you search up Rangers, you go to most recent and it's you. It's crazy how fast they come out. was going to also ask you as well, what's your, see for content, what is your sort of 5-year plan for that? Where do you see yourself in 5 years with content?
5 years, wow. It's a long time away, and a lot can happen in 5 years. A lot's happened in 2 months for me there, to be honest, and work with the Premier League and getting invited to Burnley training ground and stuff like that. But 5 years' time, I would love to be making content full-time as a full-time job. To be honest, now, for me, I'm not, like, I am making a wee bit of pocket money from it, but I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it pure for enjoyment for everyone. But realistically, looking at it for myself, I would love to be making a living wage out of it. For the fact that I could just say I am a content creator full time as my job, and I can put smiles on people's faces full time watching my videos, and you know, for the fans that can't make the games, giving them the insight of still being able to see what the atmosphere was like, etc. I'd love to do it full time. I'd hope to have at least 15,000 on YouTube, 20,000 on YouTube. TikTok's at about 16,800 now, so I'd hope to have 50k on that. And just, I know 20k subscribers, 20k subscribers isn't enough for full-time YouTube, but
it's definitely a step in the right direction.
As long as people are happy watching my videos, that's all I care, to be honest.
Obviously, working with the Premier League must have been unreal. What was going through your head when they first approached you?
Well, I didn't think it was real, because it was after the Crystal Palace v Man City game in the FA Cup final, which City lost 1-0, of course. I think it was a few days after I had a wee email in my inbox, and it was a guy called Gus from Premier League Productions, and I was like, oh, is this just another one of those scam emails? So I've got my personal email, but I've got my YouTube contact email and my YouTube bio. If anyone wants to contact me, contact.lmcvlogs@gmail.com. But I got contacted by them, reaching out, saying they loved my video, they loved the way that I produced it, created it, edited it, and were wondering if I could appear on a Premier League show. And I never thought it would be in-person pitch side at the Etihad. And I got contacted by them closer to the time for the Manchester derby, asking me to do a little thing and an interview about me, how I became a City fan. If you don't know, I'm a season ticket holder at Man City as well. But yeah, it was amazing, amazing feeling as well for me, because from a very young age, and especially when I started my YouTube channel, if you told me that I was going to be doing work with the Premier League, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have laughed in your face, to be brutally honest with you, and I wouldn't expect to be on this amount of followers at this moment in time as well. So I just have to thank everyone that watches my videos for that, and you know, like everyone that follows me and supports me as well, because it does mean the world, and this is how this has happened for myself as well. If it wasn't for all my viewers and the people that supported me, that opportunity wouldn't have arose. But yeah, it was certainly amazing. And when the woman that contacted me the second time did say there was going to be in-person pitch side at the Etihad, I also couldn't believe it. But no, it was a great experience, and I've got a good profile picture out of it. So
we also, me and you are working on a wee thing coming up in the future called Scottish Sixes. We will be facing against each other. I'm looking forward to this. I don't know if you are, but it's looking spicy. We've got Dylan Easton, Rafe Rovers already signed up. Everyone's going to be fighting off him. I've already heard there's been people trying to bribe the creator of Scottish Sixes for Dylan Easton. I don't think you've been involved in that at all, have you? No bribing, no. Hope not. But for the people that have been,
my last message that I sent to them, let's see, was, who's the others that are the managers? And he said Blair McNally, Taylor O'Hare, and Tamsland. That was the last message, and then it's just them inviting me to collaborate on posts. So
So
No,
I think
no thingy from me. I don't really know what's going on with it, to be honest, but I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it sounds like a good project, but if it goes ahead and everything goes well, I mean, I'll need to get my football brain on and get my tactics sorted. Like, I better make sure that I'm nowhere near that vegan Russell Martin's tactics. But yeah,
I think it's definitely good to see something that's happening for Scotland. I do hope that this isn't just a plan that goes into a folder somewhere and disappears. I hope this does get off the ground. Because obviously England's got ball league, but who needs that? League's got his sixes. That's all you need. I think it'll be interesting to see the way certain people play, and interesting to see some of the twists that can happen as well. But I think we will call it there. Thank you to anybody that has tuned in just now, or is going to tune in on YouTube. I'll upload this full video to Facebook as well, just so it's there for anybody, because I know some people like their content on certain platforms. Going to say thank you to Leon as well, lmcvlogs. Go check out the
thanks
YouTube,
very much for having
Instagram.
me.
All good, mate.
I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
And I will hopefully see you at a game soon, mate. So I will end the live stream right now, folks. Cheers. Use a wee subscribe and a like, all that sort of social media content things that you need to say. And I'll catch you in the next one. Catch. End stream. There we are.